Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something completely different. I'm not going to ramble too much because I've got two videos to film today. As you're watching this, I'm very likely at work. Let me go ahead and get started. If you would like to see how I prime my skin before I film videos, before I do my makeup, just keep on watching. First thing I do is wash my face, and as you all probably know, if you have not seen my skincare routine, you won't know this, but I wash my face with the Murad Blemish Control Clarifying Cleanser. I just take a little bit of it in my hand. I quickly run my hand under the tap because I hate when this goes too runny. I rather make it into like an emulsion, and I just rub it on my skin for about 30 seconds to a minute. If you just do it for like 10 seconds, there's no point. You haven't actually washed your face. No joke, I usually sing ABC twice, and not like really quickly, but just, you know, A, B, C, D. It just seems to work. I haven't actually timed it, but I think it would be around 30 seconds. You can count 30 seconds in your head if you want to. I just choose to do something else. You can sing a song, do whatever you want, as long as you clean your skin for about a minute. I should technically double cleanse in the morning as well, but I don't always do that. Today, I was lazy, couldn't be bothered, just washed my face once. I towel dried it. So now I'm going to show you what I do after, because I can feel, especially this area around here and like just the area around my eyes, I can feel the tightness. That's quite normal for me because obviously the blemish control gets rid of that gunk, and seriously, there's some work's being done. They have the most perfect timing and start digging holes outside my house when I need to film. Really? That's great. But, oh, it's annoying me. But I can practice my inner peace. Alright, I'm going to move on, but if you can still hear it, I do apologise. Not my fault. Tell the builders to F off for me. As I was saying, the blemish control gets rid of all the like gunk and excess oil to kind of clean your face, clean your skin, and it can be a little drying, especially around my eyes. So if you have dry skin, I would not recommend that cleanser. If you have combo skin, you could potentially get away with it. What I'm trying to say is I need to hydrate my skin because it's getting very tight. I have two options. Sometimes when I feel extra, I use both. Sometimes when I'm feeling lazy, I only use one. Up to you. I love this spritz. This is Be Hydrated Hyaluronic Acid Facial Spritz. Oh, they just stopped. It's great. I love this. If you don't have the money, if you can't afford Max Prep&Prime Fix Plus, this will do the job. You can foil your shadows with it, you can fix your makeup with it. Technically, Max Fix Plus isn't actually a full-on setting spray, it just hydrates your skin. It does have a little bit of tack to it, just like Max Fix Plus. So it's quite a nice dupe for it. Because it's hyaluronic acid, it will hydrate your skin lovely. When it comes to hyaluronic acid, all skin types can use it, for sure. Like I said, if I'm feeling lazy, all I will do is this. I let it dry, I feel refreshed, I feel less, like my skin feels less tight. But again, when I'm feeling extra, I add the ordinary hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5. I have no idea what B5 is, what it does. To be completely honest, I only use this for the hyaluronic acid aspect. So what I do, I turn into a real Instagram guru influencer, and I drop some of this onto my face, smear it around. Don't have to be neat. You can give yourself a massage with it. I avoid putting it on my lids. I don't put anything on my lids because my skin around my eye, just like underneath and on top, is perfect, and I don't want to ruin it with anything. This technically is a moisturizer. Feels great. It doesn't feel tight anymore. If you need any more moisture, you can use moisturizer. I actually need to buy the Simply hydrating moisturizer, but from Simply or Simple, I can't remember. I'll just put it on the screen. This. So I need to buy that because I used to love it. So I do recommend that if you are looking for a moisturizer. If I feel a little bit not moisturized, I will use more spritz or more of the hyaluronic acid dropper thing. Since this video is super quick, I'm also going to show you how I pluck my brows because I don't go to a salon, just pluck a couple. That's what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to fill them with eyelid pomade as well. I always start my videos with my brows already filled in, so got you, girl. So all I need to pluck my brows is a spoolie. I quite like this Tanya Burr Selfie Sculpt pencil. I like the spoolie on that. I have tweezers. They're not the straight or angled ones. They literally come to a point, and I got a mirror. And I'm using regular mirror. You could use magnifying glass mirror if you want. It's up to you. You probably already know the rule of thumb is to have your brow that starts, if you drew a line from the tip of your nose, the side of the tip of your nose up, that's where your brows should start. Then from that point, at an angle, across, as if the line goes across your pupil, that's where your arch should be. From that tip, through the corner of your eye, out, that's where your tail should be. I have a couple of hairs here, and I'm not too neat. I'm not bothered about my brows. I like my brows fluffy. Some people like to shave underneath their brow because you can get rid of the little fuzz. I don't do that. I don't shave my face, although I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, I just kicked you. After watching Jacqueline's video, I am tempted to buy that razor and like shave my face. If you have not seen that video, it's brilliant. She just shows you how to shave your face if you're a lady, and it really is intriguing. I love exfoliating my face, so anything that's additionally going to exfoliate my face, I am in. Let me know if you would want to see that. I have never ever shaved my face before, so I think it could be an interesting video. So I just pluck a couple of hairs. If I've got a couple of black ones on the top that are going more onto my forehead than are being part of my brow, then I will pluck some of those too. And I quite like the thickness of my brow. If anything, I'd want them thicker. So I brush my brows up and out. And after you've been plucking for a while, you'll know where to pluck, and your hair will kind of stop growing in that area, or will grow a little bit slower. Oof, that one hurt. I'm gonna cry. And yes, you might cry, but it's the kind of pain you can get used to, especially if you are plucking your eyebrows yourself. I found that it's a lot less painful. If you have monobrows, you can pluck a couple. Obviously, I don't pluck my brows every single day. There's no need. They don't grow out that fast. I just pluck them where I feel like they need plucking. But the one thing I always do before my videos, or often, I fill my brows in. So after plucking my brows, they are nicely shaped. I always brush them through, and I will do that quite a lot. You'll see that. I use eyeliner pomade in blonde. Like I said, I love this stuff. I don't see a difference between this and Anastasia pomade. One thing more important than a brand of the pomade that you're going to be using is the type of brush that you're going to be using. It's my mum's old brow brush, and I have decided to give it a little trim. It was quite thick. You will find on the market, even Anastasia's famous brow angled brush is too thick for my personal liking, so I decided to make my own. I trimmed the sides and made it a little bit thinner than it originally was. I love the angle of it. I just needed it to be super thin. So if I look down it, the thickness of it is probably 1 or 2 hairs, probably a little bit more actually, but it's very thin. That's what I'm telling you. So I actually had to make this myself. So what I do is take my brush, dip it in my pomade, go one side of that angle and then the other. Essentially what I'm doing is applying pomade on one side of the brush and then on the other to collectively make even sharper of a point. I don't just stab my pomade. That's, you know, some people do that and that's fine. I actually have a super easy brow routine. Start underneath and aim for my arch, just like that. I do have this gap, so I fill this in, and then from there I follow down to my tail. Pretty much my tail is filled in. I fill this section starting about halfway through the thickest part of my brow. I fill this part in. I haven't taken any more of my pomade. I'm using what's on there. There's barely any product left, but I just feather it all in. I give it a little wiggle. That way I can see all the angles. I'm not joking when I say wiggle, because I can, yep, my spoolie again, and I just feather this in. And that's brow done. Let's do it again with the other brow. What just happened there, all that clumpiness is due to too much product on my brush. That's absolutely fine. I can clean that up. I try to make them as even as possible. Brows are never perfectly even, so don't worry about it. To clean my brows, Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. I love the convenience of it because I just use the doe foot applicator to clean up my brow. So I go underneath that line as if I'm making it again, you know, my initial line with the pomade, and then from there I just use whatever is left on that wand. This goes a long way, as you can see, and I use my ring finger to tap this in, and my eyes are ready. The last thing I do before I film, sometimes I forget, I will be honest, I prep my lips, and to do that I use either Blisterex Intensive Moisture Lip Balm or Carmex, either or, just it doesn't matter, any lip balm will do. I am obsessed with lip balms. It's nice and minty. I love it. So there it is. This is how I prep my skin. There's not a lot of prepping involved, to be completely honest with you. That's how I do my brows. That's how I carve them out. This is essentially what I do before I start every video for you guys. I often do this before my makeup on a daily basis as well. If you have not yet tried this spray, it's brilliant. I'm going to use a little bit more. My skin doesn't react negatively to this. It can be used both for prepping your skin and in your makeup. Please try this and let me know if you like it. If you don't, fair enough. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed that. If you have not enjoyed that, let me know why you haven't enjoyed it down in the comments. I appreciate your feedback regardless, whether you do or you don't like the video. I just need to know why you didn't enjoy it. I know it's very different. I think prepping your skin is very important, especially if you're like me and you don't use primers because they clog your pores. Thank you for watching. You are the best. Hopefully I will see you next time.